My Lords, I rise to speak to my two amendments, Amendment 35 and Amendment 71, and they're both aiming to help people who rent. And I have to declare an interest as someone who rents a two-bedroom flat. Now, the Amendment 35 is because I'm worried that the government's good policy will actually end up penalising the very people it's aiming to help. And I do hope the Minister goes away from here thinking, oh, the Green Party had quite a good idea on that, and how nice it is to have them on our side for once. So the government is doing the right thing for the climate and for people in putting in higher energy efficiency standards. That's a given. And doing the right thing for landlords with grants to help them meet those standards. But the only people who don't get a guaranteed better life are the poor tenants who have to put up with the work, with the dust, the noise, the inconvenience of the energy improvements being done, but with the possibility that their rent will be going up as their energy costs go down. And my Amendment 35 is an attempt to give tenants a guarantee that they will also get some direct benefit from the drive for net zero, with 2 years of lower energy bills, without that saving being cancelled out by a landlord focusing on profiting from a government grant. I think this is such a sensible amendment, and I hope the Minister will find favour with it. On Amendment 71, this amendment as well aims to shift the debate firmly onto the needs of the tenant and to discourage landlords from constantly changing their minds about letting out their properties. It builds on the government's welcome attempt to get rid of no-fault evictions by adding a new clause to the eviction process that gives the tenant a 1-month financial head start with all the costs involved with moving. There's the deposits and moving costs. It's quite can be a long drawn-out process, and for many tenants who are self-employed or on 0 hours contracts, then time is literally money, and moving is a very, very time-consuming business. I do hope that passing this legislation actually creates a new era of stability for those in the private rental market. A whole generation of young people have had to suffer from an overheated rental market, which was firmly loaded in favour of investors and those with the money to buy properties. Now, this legislation doesn't actually solve that problem, because only the government building hundreds of thousands of social homes could probably do that. But I welcome the start this bill is making, and I hope that the Minister will consider the needs of tenants even more in this way.